My heart stopped. Yesterday? What do you mean yesterday? I asked, staring at my sister Lily, who looked everywhere but at me. I had just spent $32,000 funding her dream wedding, the one I thought was next weekend. But the way she said it, cold and casual, felt like a knife twisting deep into my chest. If this moment shocked you, hit that share button. Subscribe for more real-life revenge stories. And stay till the end, because what Monica does next will leave you speechless. I stood there frozen, the phone trembling in my hand. You already got married? I whispered. She sighed like I was being dramatic. Monica, relax. It was small. We didn't want to make a big deal out of it. Didn't want to make a big deal? I paid for everything. The venue, the decorations, her dress, even the catering deposit. I had worked double shifts for months, cutting down my own expenses just to make her dream come true. And now she acted like it was just another casual weekend event. When I pressed her, she said something that burned into my memory forever. You know, you wouldn't really fit in with Jake's family. They're kind of high-end. That line shattered something inside me. I wasn't just uninvited. I was excluded because I wasn't good enough. The same sister who cried on my shoulder when she was broke, the same one I helped through college, had now decided I didn't match her new life. I forced a smile through the pain. So I wasn't even supposed to know, huh? She gave a weak laugh. It just happened fast. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. She had used my money to celebrate her new life, while cutting me out of it completely. But here's what Lily didn't know. Every cent I sent for that wedding had come from the event planning business I'd secretly built, the same business she once mocked, calling it a hobby for bored people. She thought she'd humiliated me, but she had no idea what was coming, because I had one surprise left. And when I revealed it, her entire marriage would never look the same again. I didn't sleep that night. I kept staring at the ceiling, my chest heavy with betrayal. Every image of Lily's wedding, the one I was supposed to plan, attend, and fund, played in my mind like a bad dream. She had taken everything from me, not just money, but dignity. And yet, she slept peacefully in her new house while I was here, feeling like a fool. The next morning, I went through my phone and opened the folder labeled Lily's Wedding Project. Inside were the contracts, invoices and receipts for everything I'd booked under my name. The venue, the catering, even the floral designer. Suddenly, a cruel but satisfying idea hit me. If she wanted to erase me from her perfect little wedding, I'd let her feel what that truly meant. That afternoon, I called the venue manager. Hi, this is Monica Reynolds, the main sponsor for the Johnson wedding last weekend. He confirmed politely. Yes, Miss Reynolds. The event went smoothly. I leaned back in my chair. Perfect. Just one question. Did Lily or Jake mention my involvement to anyone? He paused. Actually, no. Everyone assumed the bride's family paid for it. Exactly as I thought. She had taken full credit. My anger turned to ice. I thanked him and hung up, my mind already working like clockwork. Later that day, I went through Lily's Instagram. Every photo screamed luxury. Her in a diamond gown, guests sipping champagne, captions like, "Our fairy tale day, all thanks to Jake's amazing family." Not a single mention of me. Not one. I scrolled through the comments. Such a beautiful couple. You guys must have spent a fortune. Lily, this looks straight out of a movie. And there she was, replying with little hearts, soaking in the praise like a queen, while I sat here like her unpaid servant. But she made one mistake. She used my business logo on her wedding signage, designed by Moonlight Moments. That's my company, my brand. The same one she once called cheap and embarrassing. So I did what any betrayed sister with a backbone would do. I posted my own behind-the-scenes photos on my business page, every detail, from the setup to the floral arrangements, with a caption that read, "Honored to have designed this private luxury wedding fully funded and planned by Moonlight Moments Events, owned by Monica Reynolds." Every detail created with love. Within an hour, the post exploded. My clients shared it, vendors commented, and followers grew by thousands. But what made me smirk was when Lily's name started trending, under mine. She called me that night, her voice trembling with fake calm. "Monica, why did you post that?" I smiled, leaning back on my bed. "Because it's the truth. People should know who made your dream day possible," she hissed. "You're embarrassing me in front of Jake's family." I laughed softly. "You embarrassed yourself when you erased me from your life." Then she said the one thing that flipped my switch. "You'll regret this, Monica. Jake's family won't let this slide." I chuckled, low and cold. "Tell Jake's family to Google who owns the company they're trying to threaten. Let's see who regrets what." She hung up, furious, scared, and exposed. But the fun had only just begun, because that post was just the beginning of what I had planned. The next morning, I woke up to hundreds of new followers and 3 brand collaboration offers. My business was booming, all thanks to Lily's betrayal. But when I scrolled my messages, one name made me freeze. Jake, her husband. He'd sent me a text that said, "We need to talk. I think Lily's been lying to both of us." My hands trembled as I read Jake's message over and over. Lying to both of us? My pulse quickened. I didn't know if this was some twisted trap or the start of something bigger. I typed back carefully, "What do you mean, Jake?" His reply came fast. "Can we meet in person? There's something you need to see." I met Jake at a small coffee shop. He slid his phone across the table, screenshots of Lily and Jenna laughing about me. "Monica's paying for everything. Once it's done, block her." My chest tightened. Jake looked ashamed. He told me Lily had lied about me to his family, and even blamed me for her mom not attending. Then he handed printed bank statements. My name, transfers labeled Monica Gift, but the money went into Lily's personal account. I felt sick. She had used me and rewrote the story to make me the villain. I left the cafe knowing silence wasn't an option. That night I posted the screenshots on my company page with one line, "Pretty pictures can hide ugly truths." This wedding was paid for by moonlight moments, not by lies. The post blew up. Local blogs shared it, followers poured in, and Jake reposted, "Truth always finds its way out." Lily called 7 times. I ignored her. Her text threatened a lawsuit. I replied coldly, "Sue me and explain where the $32,000 went." She stopped calling. My post had started something that wouldn't end quietly. Later that afternoon, Jake showed up at my office, quiet, tense, but relieved. "She confessed everything," he said. "Told my parents the truth. They're furious. She's moving out." I looked at him carefully. "And you?" he sighed. "I'm done. I'm not angry anymore, just disappointed. She fooled everyone, even herself." For a moment, I felt bad. Not for Lily, but for the little sister I once knew. The one who used to borrow my clothes, cry in my arms, and dream of a perfect life. Somewhere along the way, greed had eaten that version of her alive. But this wasn't just revenge anymore. It was closure. Jake looked at me seriously. "You should know. People are starting to ask about your business. Everyone's impressed by how you handled this." I smiled faintly. Funny, isn't it? Her wedding destroyed her image but built my career. He nodded. Poetic justice. That night, I stood outside my apartment balcony, city lights glowing below, and thought about everything that had happened. I'd lost a sister but found my strength. Then, just as I was about to head inside, I saw a message notification. It was from Lily's best friend, Jenna, the same one in those texts. "Monica, you don't know everything. Lily's not the only one who betrayed you. Check your business partner's account. Something's not right." My stomach dropped. What now? I opened my laptop and logged into my business account, and what I saw on the screen made my heart skip. My breath caught as I stared at the screen. Line after line of unfamiliar transactions flashed before my eyes. Thousands of dollars withdrawn from my business account. Payments labeled vendor fees, design deposits, miscellaneous refunds, but I hadn't approved any of them. And the signature? It belonged to Clara, my business partner, the one who'd helped me build Moonlight Moments from scratch. My hands shook as realization sank in. While I was fighting my sister's betrayal, Clara had been quietly stealing from me. The person I trusted most professionally was pocketing my hard-earned money behind my back. I called her immediately. She answered on the second ring, her voice sugar-coated. "Monica, I was just about to call you." I cut her off. "Save it. How long have you been transferring money out of our account?" There was silence. Then a small laugh. "You found out, huh?" My stomach twisted. "You knew I was struggling, Clara. You saw what Lily did. And you still stole from me?" Her tone turned cold. "I didn't steal. I took what I deserved. You built this company on my ideas. You were just the face." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "You mean the company I stayed up building while you were out partying? The one I financed from my savings?" She scoffed. "You think people care about that? The world already sees you as a drama magnet after that wedding scandal. You're not a businesswoman. You're a walking headline." Her words hit hard, but then they fueled something inside me. The same fire that had kept me going when everyone mocked me. The same fire that made me rise when my own sister buried me in betrayal. I took a deep breath and said quietly, "You're right, Clara. I am a headline. And I'm about to make sure everyone reads it." That night, I gathered every document, every statement, every piece of proof of her theft. I posted it all with a simple caption: "Trust is earned, not traded. Betray me once, shame on you. Betray me twice, watch how I rise." Within hours, the story blew up again. But this time, I wasn't the victim. I was the woman who stood her ground. Other small business owners messaged me, thanking me for speaking up. Local media even called, asking for interviews. Moonlight Moments became a symbol of resilience, a story of surviving betrayal not once but twice. And as for Clara, she vanished overnight. My lawyer made sure she wouldn't touch another cent of mine again. Weeks later, I got another message, this time from Lily. "Monica, I'm sorry. I lost everything. Jake's gone and Mom won't talk to me. Can we start over?" I stared at the screen for a long moment. Then I typed, slowly and calmly, "Forgiveness doesn't mean access. Lily, I hope you find peace, but I've found mine." I deleted her number right after. Months passed, and my company grew faster than ever. I bought my own office, hired a new team, and launched a charity project for women rebuilding after betrayal. The same people who once looked down on me now called me an inspiration. Standing on the stage at my first business award ceremony, I looked out at the cheering crowd and smiled to myself. They had mocked me, used me, lied to me, but in trying to break me, they built me. And as the lights hit my face, I whispered to myself, they had their wedding day. But this is my victory day.